it sound well, so I don't have to worry about having to re-record.
Hooray!
Yeah, I'm doing it individual recordings now, like at least tonight.
Oh, got it.
Just checking after each one, make sure.
Well, never be too safe, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you spend enough time getting this stuff uploaded. Probably doesn't help to have to redo the casting part too.
It really doesn't, especially since I got a girl who's trying to be my girlfriend now. Oh, we're at 2,323 views, so it's 2323.
That's cool.
Pretty fucking awesome. We were stuck at 2298 before I came home, so that was a couple hours ago.
Nice.
And I actually found out that MarineKing Tasia match that's got 86 views now actually has like a minute and 30 seconds of black on the front that I don't know where that came from before the game actually starts. I don't know why people watch that shit.
Oops.
Yeah.
Apparently someone found it entertaining.
Yeah. They've clicked through it enough, I guess. I guess that counts as a view if you get into a minute or something like that. So if that's the way it works, if I actually could confirm that mechanic, I would put a minute of black on the front of every single video.
Cheater.
Yeah. Hey, it works. But I'm ready to go. Are you ready to go?
Yep.
Okay. In 3, 2, 1, play. Hey guys, you're tuned back into Chaotic TV. These players have switched colors compared to last game, but this is still a best of 5 from the Numericable House Cup hosted by Millennium, and this is game 4 of that best of 5. And in the top right, we see the blue Terran playing for Team Prime. He is MarineKing.
And spawning in the bottom right position in Toon Valley, we see the red Protoss this time. This is SKMC,
who currently leads this series 2-1, and MarineKing is the one who's against match point right now, essentially, to use tennis terminology.
Yeah, the blue and red it's sometimes significant depending on the rules of the individual tournament. Winner will get or loser will get the map choice, and where one of the colors, winner will get the other. Other tournaments don't care so much. I don't know the rules in this one. I didn't look at that part, but sometimes you'll see players switching back and forth as matches go on for that reason.
Even in tournaments with custom colors like GSL now this season, it actually makes it a little bit more colorful. GSL, the players still use that that Alt G setup that Alt F setup where they are green and their opponent is the brightest red, compared to even the red of MC right now. It's a brighter red than that by a couple of shades.
Huh. If you click that button, they switch.
Oh, that is kind of funny. Using player colors. Let's do that. So we have the red Protoss, we have the blue Terran. I'm just going to keep it that way because that's how we start. Both players going for a faster expansion. MarineKing doesn't even have a gateway, and MarineKing doesn't have a barracks, and MC doesn't have a gateway. The battle of acronyms is going to play tricks with my mind today. If only we didn't have an FFA between MVP, MKP, and MC. Oh my god, or MMA, and as a fourth player, I would just go nuts trying to figure out all the M's in this FFA, which is an acronym in and of itself. But finally, we see some gateway coming down of MC and the 2 barracks play coming out of MarineKing.
Now, these are essentially mirrored builds across the races. You'll see a lot of expansion first type builds on a Toon Valley. It's a really big map, and it's decently easy to defend on a fast expansion.
We do have 2 assimilators coming out of MC, so I wouldn't be surprised on this map at least to see some Phoenix play possibly against the 2 barracks play of MarineKing. But if he doesn't put on any add-ons, he could chunk out enough Marines to fend off a Stargate attack that might come out of MC. But right now, we have to wait for that cybernetics core to finish before we see anything.
Well, he can't put any add-ons on because he has no gas, so he's going to be making Marines for the time being.
Too true indeed. We have no gas out of the Terran player, and 2 on MC, and when his Nexus gets up and running in the mineral line, at least he might drop even more gas and go for a Dark Templar. Although that's probably not going to happen.
Here comes double refineries from MarineKing. He'll be getting these barracks set up with a couple of tech labs and researching STEM and probably concussive shells again.
Yeah, and he'll go for that. A higher Marauder count that you always see a Terran going for against a Protoss. Just, we do see Warp Gate coming out of MC, but it's not actually being chrono boosted. All of his chrono boost is being saved up for some reason. He's got three chrono boosts worth on his Nexus.
We're gonna see him drop his new tech here at the top right of his base. Either Stargate or Robo.
There's the Robo. You think he'll spend some chrono boost on getting out those early units, or he's going to continue spending them on his probe production?
I think he's going to be chrono boosting his economy until it gets to the point where he wants it. That's just the most efficient way to spend it if you're not planning some early timing or really afraid of getting hit by a timing and needing the extra units out fast to defend.
There's that tech lab you talked about. He does indeed start STEM, and he was supply blocked for a little bit. And now he's actually got to start building another supply depot. He's going to be supply blocked again. A factory coming down. Probably not going to use it all that much. He's probably just going to use it as a stepping stone to get that starport out. And a third gas comes down for MC, as well as another set of gateways and a Robo finishes.
You're watching Protoss players most often. You see chrono boosts used on either probes or upgrades. It's just the things that take the longest to bank. But here we see him getting his observer up fast because he wants to know what the heck is coming at him.
It does indeed. It's being chrono boosted, and we see a robotics bay coming down right behind this Robo facility. So we're going to see some Colossus play out of him. He might even chrono boost that extended thermal lance. The gateway's not actually being used or converted into warp gates because it's not done yet. I don't know what I'm talking about. And as I say that, he converts them all to warp gates, and we're just going to start seeing some army supply creep up for MC.
Another thing you see quite often out of Protoss players is they'll build one Colossus and not bother upgrading thermal lance, and then go straight into a tech switch. That's yet to be seen what he's going to do here, I guess. What you want to do there is elicit the Viking response out of your opponent, and then just go straight into Immortals and work towards Templar. That being said, he does have extended thermal lance coming, so he's going to probably want to use more than one Colossus.
Indeed he is, and it looks like MarineKing is going to start clearing the way out of these rocks and go for his third expansion. He switches the reactor out, and he looks like he's just going for that Marine Marauder medevac setup right now. No siege tanks are going to come down behind this, and he finally puts down infantry weapons level 1.
He doesn't even know where his opponent is at this point. He hasn't scouted at all.
Oh my goodness. And MC knows everything about him.
That being said, that's why you're seeing more Marines than anything. That'll be in order to prepare for something like the Phoenix plate you were alluding to earlier that MC has tended to use a whole lot. And his probe kind of ran away in the direction of the bottom left. I don't know if MarineKing saw that or not, but it would have been a little less more time that he didn't scout. But he's going to find his opponent right away here.
We see MC putting down 4 pylons in that banana hook that's rarely used for anything except a flanking maneuver. And he might do a little kind of warp by, but we'll see some sentry force fields out just to hold off MarineKing until he can get this. Both Colossi are in position now, and he's got an extra warp in of Stalkers to help against this.
Oh my. That Protoss army is entirely too strong to engage. He's just going to stem and run away.
And if he had gone 10 seconds earlier, he might have been able to do actually some damage against the Sentry Zealot force that was only there. But the Colossi came down, and there was a huge stim from MarineKing just to get away from that scary army.
Yeah, MarineKing is expanding behind this, and if MC counterattacks, he might be able to take some damage out of that economy, but that being said, MarineKing does have his defense set up still. He didn't salvage the bunker or anything. But he doesn't have a wall up to the third or anything like that, so the third base is vulnerable right now.
And MC knows all about it, having sent that observer up there quick as he could, just to continue checking that third base. And now we see that he might take a third of his own, but he's got a pylon out near where his fourth will eventually be, if the game goes that long. But these two compositions kind of lead me to believe that one big battle will win it.
MarineKing wants to get his Viking count up with how many Colossus he saw.
What did I just click? Oh, hold on, pause. Pause. And go to 1142.
1142.
Damn. That was a misclick. I'll have to edit that.
Oops. Okay.
Alright, hit play in 3, 2, 1, go. And it looks like MC is going to be moving forward with his 3 Colossi to try to just do a little bit of damage against this wall that could be raised at any point. So scan from MarineKing sees that there is no observer in this setup because he's already got one above his main base.
And the other, he just missed the observer a little bit. It's down a little farther in relation to where his scan was. And here he goes attacking at that 3rd base. He's going to lift off and try to get it out of there. He's going to have to intervene with his army if he wants to save that command center, which he does.
One Viking getting sniped off immediately by those stalkers. A big lift from the medevac, pulling back all the forces that he possibly can, landing the Vikings for some reason, and then lifting them off again. I think that might have been a misclick. But he's got 2 more Vikings that just popped out. The Colossi are attacking that supply depot, and MarineKing and MC's army supplies are dead even, 97-96. And if MarineKing can hold this, I think he'll be okay. With that 3rd command center already saved up, he's going to be able to replace it. And the Vikings are taking out the Colossi one by one. There is enough of them now. The stalkers are not attacking the Vikings like they did in that first skirmish. But now we do see that they were target fired at the very end of that little blast, and MarineKing is able to hold with a larger amount of Marauders, 16 of them on the map.
And those bunkers helped him out incredibly there. The extra range that units get while they're inside of them allowed him to fire down at the army without his army being in range to fire back.
And it looks like this pure stalker army is not enough for MC to continue the attack, and MarineKing is actually the one who goes on the offensive. His Marauders against all of those stalkers will do huge amounts of damage if he can get the right concave.
Yeah, even the single Colossus isn't going to deter him too much, especially how the Vikings there. They just snipe it in one shot.
Oh my
and
goodness!
They don't land now.
Looking up all that stalker fire, some desperate force fields are there, but the Vikings that were landed gave those front Marauders enough time to do some real heavy damage to the stalkers of MarineKing, and supply is dropping right now, 84 to 120, and the Marauders continue to push forward for MarineKing, just taking out these stalkers one by one. There's so much damage being dealt. Stalkers move forward to try to snipe off all of these Marauders, but there looks to be too much of MarineKing, and he can pull back. Oh, big reinforcement just came across the map, all stimmed up, and the medevacs are there to heal them up. Look at how quickly they're pushing forward, target firing all of these Marauders. An Immortal comes down, but that's going to be lost very quickly. Might get a few kills, but there's the GG from MC right as MarineKing pulls back. The end supply at 106 to 60. MarineKing tying up this series 2-2, and we're going to have to go to Game 5 for this best of 5 as well. From Chaotic TV, I'm KO.
This is Eclipse. Let's go see how this series ends.
All right, we'll jump right into it. See you guys soon. Cheers.